It's like each time, if they could use anyone who might have a bit of a base within the Patriots to discredit me, it would have been Nigel Farage. They rolled him out massively at that time. And he come out, and I don't know whether maybe he's bought the bullshit, maybe he believes the media, maybe he does, maybe he believes all those things. But it was so then I felt sick. So I went from high up here to them feeling sick, thinking now he's going to ruin it and he's going to get to America for the inauguration and he's going to discredit me and attack me. And then I heard, then Elon Musk put out the statement about Farage. And remember, do you know what's frustrating for me is I don't want any of this. I don't want there to be a division with Reform. I don't want that. I want Reform to be the voice for the people. I want to run a cultural movement. That's what I want to do. I want to bring culture through the youth. I want to give people a sense of identity. And there needs to be a political voice. There needs to be. And I'd hoped that Nigel Farage, but then when I heard the first statement was that he's not for mass deportations. Then I heard he doesn't care about demographic replacement. Then I heard Shamina Begum can come home. Then I heard that by I watched it recently, since I've been out of jail, him saying that by 2050, the Islamic community is so big and so vast in the UK that we can't isolate Islam in any way. We need to work with them. I think, fucking hell, Nigel. That's why we need to stop it, mate. That's why we need to stop it. We can't surrender now. You're basically holding up a white flag to Islam. Oh, there's too many of them. Better give up. Better just change our culture, let them do what the fuck they want. No. We need to stop it. Yeah? That's why we're in a race against time. So when Nigel Farage put Zia Youssef, and I don't know Zia Youssef, but I very much doubt that a political party is going to be in a position to tackle the Islamisation of this country if its chairman is a follower of that Islamic ideology. I don't think, and maybe I'm being unfair here. Yeah, and again, I don't want any of this. I just wanted, but Nigel, do you know the bit that really upset me was a statement that was made that I have convictions for violence against women. Now, bearing in mind, I'm sat in a cell, solitary confinement, and then I have to hear that my children's mother's having to make a statement because my kids are going to go to school next day and start getting told bullshit from someone like Nigel Farage on TV who's making allegations. But prior to this, I'd watched and listened as Kemi Badenoch said something about Reform's membership not being correct or something because they had this counter on their website about how many members they were getting. And Nigel went mad about her allegation. And she must accept what she said was wrong. And then he sits on TV and says, I've got a conviction for violence against women, which there's no truth in it all. I just think, Jesus, man. I don't get it.
I think that was the final straw for a lot of people because he was insinuating that you'd asked to join Reform.
I've never asked. He's not welcome in Reform. I think I didn't ask to join Reform. Why are you on the news every day talking about me joining Reform? And why are you still acting like the media matter? Why are you sitting down? When I'm looking at them, I think, what are you sitting down on Channel 4 News for? They hate you. Fuck Channel 4 News. You don't need them anymore. You've got your own show. But you've got enough now alternative journalists and citizen journalists. But here you are attacking the citizen journalists and sitting with the mainstream. You're never going to win them unless you're doing what they want you to, unless you're acting the way they want you to act. So you're trying to think you can win over everyone and no one's going to hate you.
So when Nigel Farage has gone on LBC and said that you've been convicted for domestic violence, which you went on, well, your ex-wife went on X and put a statement out. And plus, I know your criminal record. I know that's an absolute lie. For me, that was infuriating because he's such a big character. His sound bites carry weight and they travel. So what effect did that have on your family? Just to give him some perspective of the weight his words carry.
Well, it brought that my ex-wife had to make a statement. And my ex-wife doesn't want to make a statement. She's my ex-wife. She wants to be separated from everything to do with my politics. But she felt it was important to make a statement because she knew that my kids were going to go to school that next day. And the soundbite was going around the whole country that their dad beats their mum up, which is just total bullshit.
Insane thing to say.
It's fucking the lowest of the low. It infuriated me.
I'll never forgive him for that.
No, it's the lowest of the low. Even then, I'm still sitting now, I come out now and I think, because I've had a lot of people say it, I don't want to be going to war with Reform. The reason being that the vast majority of people that support Reform are going to be decent patriots to this country. I feel many of them will be feeling betrayed. I think Nigel's going down the route of wanting to be the new Conservative Party. And with the people who back and support the Conservative Party, that means really not give a shit about us. Also, scrapping the benefits so that they have a cap on benefits for 2 children. In my eyes, that prevents the Islamic explosion of birth rate, because my local imam's got 14 children with 3 wives, and we pay for every one of them. Yeah, that we're just literally sitting there while Muslim community having 10 kids and then all being paid for. So the Conservative Party brought in a cap so that you don't get benefits for more than 2 kids. Nigel's now scrapping that. I just think many of the decisions he's making just seem, I don't know, and I don't want to be, as I said, I've said it, I don't know why Nigel keeps attacking us.